So in this video, we are going to be looking through examples and how to use the law of sine. So looking at this first example, we are asked to go and find the side of C. So one thing you need to know with trig is that the opposite side and the angle are going to be the exact same letter. Angles will always be capital letters, while sides will always be the lowercase. So let's start by determining what kind of triangle we have here. So I have this angle, I have this angle, and I have this side. So going in that order, I have an angle, angle, side. So this is an angle, angle, side triangle. And angle, angle, side is great when we are trying to use law of sines. So in order to do the law of sines, we need to make sure that we have a completed ratio already. So what I mean by a completed ratio is that we have an angle and its opposite side with numbers. So as long as we have that happening, we can set up a law of sine. So we're trying to find a side, so I'm going to start by writing the law of sine. So we have our completed ratio, which is the side length 7, over the sine of that opposite angle, which is 35 degrees. And that's going to be equal to, well, we have this ratio over here. We have this side C, and we know the angle of C, so we can set that up. So I'm looking for side C, and I know that the sine of angle C is 105. So I've created this proportion now where I have my side that I'm looking for, C. We know one of the sides was 7 and its opposite angle was 35. We know side C's opposite angle was 105. So now this is just like a normal math problem, except we're going to be needing to put this into our calculator to be able to truly solve it. So I'm trying to solve for C. C is currently being divided by something, so to get rid of that division, I am going to multiply both sides by the sine of 105. So on the right side, this would just cancel away, leaving me with C. And on the left side, that is something I am going to need to put into my calculator. So since we're working with degrees, make sure you have it in degree mode. So you should see a DEG or a D somewhere at the top of your calculator, and that will tell you that you are in the correct mode. So we have the sine of 105 times 7 divided by the sine of 35. Make sure that you are closing off your parentheses. It is going to be very important that you close off these parentheses when you are putting this into your calculator. Otherwise, it will not give you the correct answer. So that gives me that this side is the length of 11.79 whatever unit this was. So I'm asked to find side A. So this time it's not labeled, but I remember that the side of A is always going to be opposite of the angle A. So that means that this down here is going to be my side A. So we can see what kind of triangle we are working with. I have an angle, a side, and then an angle. So this is going to be a angle, side, angle type of triangle, which is again something that I am capable of solving using the law of sine. So the thing with the law of sine is I need to have a completed ratio to begin with. That means I need to know the angle and the opposite side of any of these. So currently I don't have that. This 37 degrees is opposite of the side I'm solving for. This 63 degrees is opposite to a blank, And then this angle B is unknown, and we have its opposite side though. So when we're working with these angle side angles, what we're going to need to remember is that the interior sum of all angles is going to be 180 degrees. So that means angle A plus angle B plus angle C is always going to be 180 degrees. So we can use that fact to then go and find out what angle B actually is. So we can plug pieces in, so that's going to be 37 plus B plus 63 equals 180. So we can add these like terms together. So B plus 100 equals 180. We can subtract that 100 over, giving me 80 degrees. So that means that I can fill in now this piece of information that angle B is going to be 80 degrees. So now we do have this completed ratio where we have the side which is opposite of an angle. So those numbers are there. So let's set up this law of sine now. So I'm trying to find a side, so I'm going to put my side in the numerator. So I have 4.7 over the sine of that angle, which is 80 degrees. And that's going to equal the side I'm looking for, A, over the sine of its opposite angle, which is going to be that 37 degrees. So again, at this point, all we need to do is go and solve this. So A is being divided by something, so I need to start by multiplying both sides by the sine of that 37 degrees. So on the right side, that's going to cancel. On the left side is going to be what we put into our calculator. So again, making sure that you close off the parentheses. So we have the sine of 37, close those parentheses, times that 4.7, divided by the sine of 80, close those parentheses, hit enter, and you get out 2.87, whatever the unit may have been for the other side. So I have two U-tries for you. The first one is asking you to find the side of A, where you have 54 degrees, 27 degrees, and a side that has a length of 3. On the second one, you're also trying to find the side of A. You have an angle of 40 degrees, a side of 6 degrees, and an angle of 77 degrees. So pause this video and check it out. So on the first one, you would have found the side of A to be 5.35 units. And for the second one, you would have found the side to be 4.33 units.